Okay, we have this list of default tools that we imported, but now let's say that we want to add a new one. Well, very clearly we could click on Add New Tool in the top right, and that's going to slide this pane out where we could add a tool ID, tool configuration, and so on and so forth. But before we even get here and add a new tool, let's look to see how we could even find a new tool to add. If you're looking for a new tool, what I recommend to do is go to npmjs.com, where you'll see this page right here. And at the very top, what you can do is search for different NPM packages. And a lot of these packages are going to be relatively simple for you to capture the configuration piece that you need from the tools page and then copy that over into Msty. So my suggestion, if you just want to browse MCP tools and see what's out there, just type in MCP and then search based on that. And that's going to bring up a bunch of different MCP tools that you could potentially bring into Msty. And look at this, at the very top I see N8N nodes MCP. N8N is a really cool thing, and I want to show you all how to do that, but that's going to be in a later episode. And what I'm thinking, like a lot of use cases that I've heard so far is there an MCP for Outlook? Let's look that up. And a lot of these top results aren't looking like an exact match necessarily, but this one right here, MCP Outlook, that's for Microsoft Outlook. So of course you could be a little more specific with the search keywords that you're using. Another one that's pretty common that has come up is what about with Jira? Let's take a look at that. And of course we see several Jira ones here. And for what I'm looking to do with my demo is I want to create a Google Calendar assistant. And what I'm going to look for is more along the lines of something like MCP, add in server, and then Google Calendar. Okay, and let's see what kind of results we get from this. All right, and it looks like there's a lot of good results that came up for this. And I'm just going to look for the one that I've used in the past, which looks like this one right here. And let's click into it. And what I exhort you to do is read through the documentation, read through the comments, really try to get a good feel for this tool because you want to do your due diligence. You don't want to just bring any tool into your environment because these have a lot of power. I mean, you're bringing them into your local desktop environment. They have a lot of different functions that they can run, and you don't want it just to go like crazy and rogue on your device. And just make sure, please, just review the documentation, review what's out there, and make sure that you are comfortable bringing this in. So a lot of these tools will give you an overview of MCP, an overview of the tool, the architecture, and what you might want to look for too is if there's any kind of setup guidelines. A lot of these tools also have, like what we see right here, different environment variables that you need to configure and that you'll need to configure within Msty. And in this case right here, it's not giving you a lot of information on how to get it. It's basically just saying, hey, go to Google Cloud Console. But I have, using this same exact tool, a blog post guide that I'll include within the description of this video. So it gives some insight on, where to go into the Google Console and how to actually get this information, get these variables that are needed. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a little more, and this is really kind of the key thing that you want to look out for within these tools. What Msty is going to be looking for is essentially this, and more specifically, the command, the args, and the environment variables. And then back in Msty, there's going to be an area where you could paste this in to really set up the tool. And I'll show you how to do that in the next video.